Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
What up, y'all already know this is Punch Wrong Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Dímelo, mi gente. Good evening. If you in the East Coast, I think it's still afternoon out there in the West Coast. But wherever you are in this side of heaven, man, God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man, this weekend we got a special weekend. The women are taking over. The queens of boxing are taking over. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great event, all-woman event, great event. The best fight in the best. The best fight in the best. The ladies are doing what we want the men to be doing. The ladies are doing what we've been wanting the male fighters to be doing for the past decade. Best fight in the best. And in one night, matter of fact, in 1 year, y'all already know we got Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. Madison Square Garden. It was big. It was beautiful. It was humongous. It was sold out. Madison Square Garden, the big garden at that. I ain't never heard a pop like that in my life. And I've been to Madison Square Garden and a lot of several events. I've been to the Rangers event. I mean, the Rangers game of the playoff. I've been to a bunch of Knicks game. I forgot how I lost count. I've been to WWE, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble. I've been to who else? Where else? St. John's game, Georgetown games, Big East tournament. I've been to, but I ain't even been to the circus. Into the circus. I've been to all events in Madison Square Garden. Never heard a loud crowd like that with Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. No. And ladies and gentlemen, that 12th round was like the first round of Thomas Hearns and Hagler. People gonna be like, nah, what you talking about? Ain't nothing like the first round of Hagler and Hearn punch. Come on, punch. Man, that 12th round was epic. Smash the like button on your way in. Smash the like button on your way in, man. Also, so this weekend, out there in the UK O2 Arena, we got Clarissa Shields. 2 division, undisputed. Nobody has done that in the history of the sport of boxing. Clarissa Shields, the GOAT, versus Savannah Marshall, the only woman that has beaten Clarissa Shields. It's going to be a good match. We're going to be breaking it down as well. Who else? And the co-main where we got Michaela May, Olympian, versus Alicia Baumgartner. Great matchup. Great event. I wish it was in America, but I understand the UK know how to support their own, know how to support boxing. They're not as toxic like us Americans. Where we at? What's good, Danny in the building? What's good, Danny Medina, mi hermano? What's good, my friend? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to become a Punch Drunk member, you already know where to go, man. Give you the exclusive. If you're a Drunk Nation member, you already know the perks. I already discussed what's going to happen with the Bud Crawford versus Earl of True Spin 2 months ago. I let y'all know what's happening with Ryan Garcia and Javonte Davis before it ever came out. So if y'all want some good exclusive, y'all know where to join and become a member, support the channel, support the grind. What's good, everybody in the chat? What's good? So yeah, man, shout out to Tony Harrison and his brother that trains Alicia Baumgartner. Man, this is going to be a good event. It's the best fight in the best, and this is what we want in the sport of boxing. And in 1 year, the girls are doing their thing. You already know November 5th, you got Chantel Cameron versus Jessica McCaskill. Jessica McCaskill, welterweight, undisputed. You know, they're going to be fighting in 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? She's going to move down to fight Chantel Cameron and probably capture 2 division world title. And I can't wait to see that fight. I cannot wait to see that fight. Look, we got American champions. We got great American fighters. And look, and they're going to be fighting abroad. Now, I got no problems with the ladies fighting abroad. But this is what happens when the American fan base don't want to support fighters, don't want to support boxers. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa Shields, our number 1 fighter. She needed to go to the UFC to get to the MMA to get some more money and get some respect. Because here in the gentleman's sport, we just don't respect the ladies the way they should. Amanda Serrano had to go to the MMA. They needed Jake Paul to come to the sport of boxing. Jake Paul, YouTuber, to bring some respect and to make the best fight in the history of women boxing come to fruition. Jake Paul helped Amanda Serrano become get her a 7-figure payday. And I believe that I was the only one, your boy, Mr. Moonshine, was the only one that said that Amanda Serrano deserves 7 figures. Everybody thought I was crazy. Everybody thought that I didn't know nothing about no boxing. Everybody thought I didn't know nothing about the business of boxing. I said there is money in the sport of boxing. There is money there. And look, they found the money, and Amanda Serrano got her payday, right? Great fight. Would love to see a rematch on that fight as well. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Love you all. Love you all. Support the channel. Support the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get my updated videos. Do it right now. Do it right now. Of course, we could talk a little bit what happened this past weekend. We spoke about it a little bit yesterday. Again, Rayo lost. A lot of people felt like a lot of people was hyping Rayo. In my opinion, again, I didn't see a lot of I didn't see a lot of upsides on Rayo. That's just my opinion. Maybe a lot of people was just respecting. Maybe a lot of people was not respecting, but a lot of people was giving the Rayo hype because David Benavidez is David Benavidez' team. So David Benavidez is like, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna adopt whoever he's you're gonna adopt whoever he's working with, maybe. He says you're a David Benavidez fan, maybe you're gonna be a Rayo fan. So I understand the relations. But Isaac Cruz, you stole the show, in my opinion, made a statement, entertainment. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to tell y'all, everybody think it's hate, but I've been trying to tell y'all that where boxing is right now, where people saying America is not a top 5 sport like it used to be in America. It was the #1 sport. A lot of people the eyes is not, the fighters are not sustaining the eyeballs in the sport of boxing. The fighters don't fight enough. So they can't build this relationship with the fighter and the fans. And I think that's the problem with the sport of boxing, that the fighters are not fighting enough. And if they're not fighting enough, they're not being in the public eye, in which they could, you know what I'm saying? They can't sustain a relationship with the boxing fan. I think that's a problem. See, Floyd Mayweather, you know, a lot of people want to steal the blueprint of Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather did a good job that when he wasn't fighting, he wasn't contracted to fight, he was doing other things. Either he stayed in the public eye, chilling with the celebrities, chilling with the rappers, chilling with the athletes, going to WWE, get that fan base into the sport of boxing, going to Dancing with the Stars, capturing that type of fan base and bringing it to the sport of boxing. And that's why, and look, even Oscar De La Hoya dropped the album. Oscar De La Hoya was a Grammy nominee. You know what I'm saying? Rider of the Storm in the building. What's good, man? Rider of the Storm, your hermano, que lo que. Salute, Mr. Punch. Jose Benavidez Sr. is an overrated trainer. I mean, look, I'm not going to say overrated trainer. I mean, a lot of trainers, you know, just because they have a success with one fighter, that doesn't mean they have success with all their fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to give him that stamp. Right of the Storm. You know, I think he has a young career as a trainer, has a young fighter that a lot of people love. So I'm not going to say he's an overrated trainer right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look at this way. Sugar Hill has been working with Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury is doing beautifully. But Nico Ali is not working with him no more. I think there's a lot of good trainers that doesn't get the light because they don't have that mega fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think Derrick James is doing very well with Jamel Charlo and Earl the True Spins, but also you got to think about Joan Guzman, who was working with Jamel Charlo while Derrick James was preparing Earl Spence for the Ugas fight. And I think on Joan Guzman didn't get a lot of respect, and I think that he was the ingredient that Jamel Charlo needed to win that fight versus Brian Castillo the way that he in the fashion that he did. Just like Eddie Reynoso, and I like him. I like Eddie Reynoso, but I think that maybe he fell in love with the success of Canelo Alvarez. So it's almost like what was not broken, don't fix it. But everybody is different, and you got to, as a great trainer, knows how to take the best out of these fighters. You know what I'm saying? He ain't built Luis Neri. He didn't build Ryan Garcia. He didn't build Frank Sanchez. He didn't build. So you know what I'm saying? He was trying to teach him in a way where it's successful with Canelo Alvarez, but not everybody could beat Canelo Alvarez. So I understand that with Eddie Reynoso as well. But it's almost like Papachenko. Papachenko, how many fighters he trains, and they gave him trainer of the year. You know, the same thing they could say about Teofimo Lopez Sr. Teofimo Lopez Sr. was a trainer of the year recipient, and people tell his son that he should fire his trainer. You know what I'm saying? So look, not every trainer is going to win all the fights. Robert Garcia, I think maybe Robert Garcia's hype. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a good motivator, but I don't know. I didn't think that Robert Garcia. I think Robert Garcia got a good gym, and with a good gym, you got good fighters out there, so you got good work in terms of sparring. And I think that Robert Garcia got a good gym because of the sparring, and fighters like to go to his gym. But man, shout out to the trainers, because trainers having a tough job as well. It was a sacrifice, you know. And I think the time frame of a trainer is more than even a fighter, because he got multiple fighters. It's like Salas. He got Joe Joyce. He got Ugas. He got Ioka. He got Tanaka. So I think Salas, to me, in my opinion, is the most underrated trainer in the sport of boxing. I think that he gets the least respect in the sport of boxing. I think he's the most underrated trainer, but I think that he's one of the best trainers. For me, he's top 3, in my opinion. Salas, I think that he could work with. He's working with a heavyweight. He's working with the little guys. He's working with the you know what I'm saying, middleweights, lightweights. I think he's doing a wonderful job out there in Las Vegas. His gym is lit. And I think that's getting more packed. So you got Tanaka and Ioka working with Salas right now. You got Joy Joyce. They're going to be performing versus Parker. That's going to be good. Ugas, look what he took. Ugas, man, he became a world champion, beat Manny Pacquiao, retired Manny Pacquiao. So Salas is doing a wonderful job. Floyd Sr., one of the greatest. I love Floyd Sr. Love Floyd Mayweather Sr. Andy Ruiz. A lot of people talking about Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. Andy Ruiz, el gordito. Andy Ruiz, the snicker eating motherfucker, burrito taco eating motherfuckers. Oh man, I remember the lead up to the Anthony Joshua fight, and the Saudi Arabian was mad at Andy Ruiz. They was mad because he ain't trained. I'd bet other money for you, motherfucker. How dare you gonna come not prepared to fight Anthony Joshua? I'd put a lot of money. I'd put my Lamborghini. I put all the 7-Eleven I had in Manhattan in New York City. Oh man, David was good, my brother. David con la bandera. Qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, la bandera puertorriqueña. Oh, dímelo, señor. Yeah, they was mad at Andy Ruiz out there in Saudi Arabia. Did you know the money that I bet down there? Andy, how dare you not come prepared? You was out there clubbing with the Middle Eastern ladies. You were supposed to be training. I bet so much money for the Anthony Joshua. You was going to kick his ass. How dare you not train? You'd come all the way to Saudi Arabia to put that type of performance? We spent so much money on you, so you come with this performance, and this is what you did to me. This is what you do, Andy. Andy, you taco eating motherfucker. Oh man, and yo, and tomorrow. Oh man, tomorrow. So I was gonna do this live, but tomorrow it's gonna be a good live. Tomorrow the live is gonna be crazy as well. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say it for Happy Hour Thursday, because it's gonna be because I'm gonna open up the panels and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the Happy Hour Thursday live show is going to be the Logic Canelo Alvarez fans versus the Canelo Alvarez fanboys. Woo! It's going to be a good show this Thursday, y'all. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a crazy one. Oh, yeah, man. It's going to be a civil war. Civil war amongst the Canelo fans. It's going to be the logical Canelo fans versus the Canelo Alvarez fanboys. Oh, it's going to be a tough show. And I'm going to give you the thumbnail right now. Hold on. I already got the thumbnail ready. I was going to do it today. But I say, nah. We got to save this one for Happy Hour Thursday, man. We're going to save this for over some drinks, over some tequila, over some rum, over some wine, toilet water, whatever you drink. Hold on. Let me give you a thumbnail. Let me give you a thumbnail of the show this Thursday. I gotta give it to y'all. She could prepare because there's gonna be some more. Any boxing content creators want to jump on the panel? It's gonna be a war, baby. It's gonna be a war. Oh man, hold on. Let me upload it. Let me upload it, ladies and gentlemen. Might pop up a panel. That's what I'm talking about, Harleen. Pop on the panel, my brother. Oh man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Hold on. I got y'all right here. Hold on. Let me upload this. I'm a Logic. You a Logic one? Peep this one. Hold on. This is gonna be the thumbnail. It's gonna be lit. Yo, it's gonna be lit this Thursday. I want people to be on the panel. I want the logical Canelo fan base. It's gonna be the logical Canelo fan base versus the Canelo Alvarez fanboys. We're going to really sort everything out. If you're a Canelo Alvarez channel, I invite y'all to come in. You know what I'm saying, to the panel as well. I'm a logical Canelo Alvarez fan base, but I'm a Logic Canelo Alvarez fan, but I know there's fanboys out there, and you know what I'm saying, I want this show's gonna be lit. Where's the thumbnail? Hold on, let me upload the thumbnail. Hold on, folks. Let me load the thumbnail. Let me load the thumbnail. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the thumbnail. If we're going to have a show, it's going to be a show. It could be a debate, whatever your dialogue. It's going to be a war, a civil war. It's going to be a civil war this Thursday. The logical Canelo fans versus the Canelo Alvarez fan base. Y'all better come out, Canelo, the fanboys. Y'all better come out because y'all been on my comment. I want y'all on the panel. I want y'all to show y'all faces as well. All right? So we know who's who. There you go. Boom. This is going to be this Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. This Thursday. Happy Hour Thursday. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a civil war. Logical Canelo fans versus Canelo fanboys. It's going to be a hell of a... Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah. This is what the logical... The fanboys want the logical fans to do to Canelo Alvarez is kiss his ass, and we ain't kiss no booty. We ain't popping the pimple. We ain't popping Canelo Alvarez ass pimples with our teeth. We ain't gonna do that. No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a good show this Thursday. All right, it's gonna be a civil war, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a civil war. Logical Canelo fans versus Canelo fanboys. Bring everybody is welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is welcome. Okay, but you see how this man is holding the neck of the so the guy that's trying to is kissing. He don't want to kiss the ass of Canelo Alvarez, right? But that's the Canelo Alvarez fanboys grabbing the neck of the logical fan base, pressing his lips onto the ass of Canelo Alvarez and just bite off the pimple in his ass and stuff like that. Bite off the red hair ass out of Canelo Alvarez. But you know what? We're gonna be talking about it on Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be talking about it on Thursday. Hold on. Ay, Dios mío. Oh, man, it's going to be a war out here. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a war. You're going to see a lot of this. A lot of people are going to be acting like a little crackish. But don't worry, man. We're going to sort things out. We're going to sort it out because I think there needs to be a division, ladies and gentlemen. It needs to be a division. Punches. It needs to be in a division. You know what I'm saying? Look, I did the same video. Look, if y'all was rocking with me for a long time, ever since I started, I did that with Pac Tarts versus real Canelo, real Manny Pacquiao fans. I did that with the Flow-Mos and the real Mayweather fans, and I did that with the AJ fans and the logical AJ fans versus the fanboy AJ fans. I did that with Deontay. Remember the last time I did that was with the Deontay Wilder fans. See, I'm with the Deontay Wilder fan, a logical one, but you know, in this YTBC, there was a lot of fanboys. I'm talking about King. I'm talking about the guys that went to Deontay Wilder's and they took their underwears off, their peanut butter, got shit stains, and threw on Deontay Wilder. Oh my God, I love you, D. I love you, D, man. Put that fucking punter beater, shit stained drawers, and throw it at Deontay Wilder while he's making his way to the ring. But for real, man, the Canelo Alvarez, the fanboys, I see some resemblance with the fanboys of Canelo Alvarez, to the fanboys of the Deontay Wilder, to the fanboys of the Pac-Shaw, to the fanboys of the Flomos, to the fanboys. I see a resemblance, and I do not want to be a part of the fanboys. And this is why lately, especially this week, I am trying to separate myself, because we don't get along right now. We live in the same house, but we don't get along. All the Canelo haters are actual Canelo fanboys. That too. So you're gonna see some haters as well. Now. This is not about shitting on fighters or shitting on boxing personnel or promoters. This live today is to give credit what credit is due. This, what we're watching right now, where the people say that boxing is dying, where people say that boxing is not the same, I'm gonna say it like this. The Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia is more special than you think. Listen to me. The Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis is a bigger fight, bigger than what you think. It's more special than what you think. It's the evolution of the sport of boxing. You know why? Because this is a fight that you see, you identify that boxing has come a long way. A long way to the point we're in 2022. I hope it happens in 2022, but if it happened in 2023. Oscar De La Hoya, you already know the golden boy. For everybody, they put in front of. For everybody they put in front of him. Oscar De La Hoya didn't duck no smoke, avoided nothing. Win or lose, Oscar De La Hoya fought to the death. Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy. The USA gold Olympian. Beating the likes of Hector Camacho. Beating the likes of Pernell Whitaker. Beating the likes of Julio Cesar Chavez. Real young. At the age of 23, 24, 25. I even think that he beat Tito Trinidad. But that's just me. I thought he beat Tito Trinidad. Fought the likes of Manny Pacquiao, below some Manny Pacquiao, but still went to the 147 pounds and said, you know what? I want to fight with Manny Pacquiao where he's comfortable. Look at that. Look at that. As the major A side, Oscar De La Hoya said, you know what? I'm going to go back down to the 147. I want to fight, and I want to fight Manny Pacquiao where he's comfortable at. See, that's the difference. See, the people that used to do catch weights with Manny Pacquiao, they did catch weights and stuff like that. Nah, Oscar De La Hoya said, I'm going to fight where he's comfortable at, and I'm going to try to beat him up. Fought Bernard Hopkins, moved up there to be great. Fernando Vargas. Great fights. Shane Mosley. Great battles. Great battles. Great. Ike Cortain. Great battles. Great battles. Oscar De La Hoya mastered, especially I'm going to speak about Oscar De La Hoya first because he's the one that actually set the trend. He set the trend in a big way. In a big way where even fighters, let me just tell you how special Oscar De La Hoya is, because whether you hate him because he was wearing lingerie, your good Victoria's Secret collection, but let's speak on Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya mastered a game that is not supposed to be mastered. Matter of fact, not supposed to be mastered. You are not allowed to be in the position or master the game outside of the ring. I'm gonna tell you how hard it is to be in the position of Oscar De La Hoya and go into board promotions. I'm gonna tell you how hard it is. Jay-Z is a billionaire. Rock Nation couldn't survive in boxing. Mike Tyson had a promotional company, had good people with muscle behind them, good investors. Couldn't succeed in the sport of boxing as a promoter. Don King fell off. He had a good run. Oscar De La Hoya is a fighter. Let me tell you something about the sport of boxing. They don't want the business handlers, the business personnel, the power plays in the sport of boxing. They don't respect the fighters' minds. They want them to be as stupid as they think they are and as much as they want them to be, because that's the way that you take advantage of fighters. Oscar De La Hoya, don't think that it was easy so he could sustain Golden Boy promotion. And that's even as more impressive than his actual fighting career. To sustain yourself in the top of your game, Golden Boy Promotions is just as impressive as his fighting career. It's not easy to be in the position of Golden Boy Promotion because boxing is like a little community, a little club. A little club. Look at Lou DiBella. Lou DiBella right now is a small promoter. right now. Was one of the main promoters out here in America, but now he's a small promoter. Katie, small promoter. Frank Warren, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was losing his touch. You know what I'm saying? I think that Frank Warren is hanging on a thread right now. Had to collab with Top Rank. But let's not forget Oscar De La Hoya. And the good thing about Oscar De La Hoya, he mastered the sport of boxing in and out the ring, and highly successful. Oscar De La Hoya always wanted to build Golden Boy Promotions, even with the fighters that he fought. Meaning, you could say, this is something about Oscar De La Hoya, and I think this is the reason why he is succeeding at the highest level, because Oscar De La Hoya never took things personal. Oscar De La Hoya just learned the business, of course, of Bob Arum. Oscar De La Hoya is a humble cat. Oscar De La Hoya wants to break bread. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples, several examples of why Oscar De La Hoya don't get the credit that he deserves as a fighter, as a boxing executive, as a promoter. Oscar De La Hoya, when Mayweather Sr. was down, when Floyd Mayweather kicked his father out the house, he took him under his wing. Oscar De La Hoya made Floyd Mayweather Sr. the most lucrative, the most richest boxing trainer, I believe, ever. The first paycheck, I think it was Oscar De La Hoya. And I'm going to go a little further, a little deeper, and I think this is the reason why there is some resentment from Floyd Mayweather, because you can't turn back the hands of time. You kicked your father out, and Oscar De La Hoya came for the rescue, bought him a house, bought him a car, and made him $1 million trainer. And I think this is the reason why Floyd Mayweather always takes shots at Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya is the only man that his father said beat him. The only man ever. Now, you might be mad at your dad, man. How you going to tell the whole world that he beat me, but I outboxed him? But how you going to tell the world? Let's not forget that he built Golden Boy Promotions with the likes of Shane Mosley, with the likes of Bernard Hopkins, and also he had Golden Boy UK with Ricky Hatton. What's good? High, low, dímelo, mi hermano. If it's moonshine, it has to be great, better than Foster Flakes. What's good, my brother? Dímelo, ¿qué lo que es, señor? ¿Qué lo que? Gracias a Dios que tú estás bien. Danny Medina, that's right, Punch. We got to show love to Golden King. Yes. Yes, let's talk about the Golden Boy. Let's talk about the Golden Man. Let's talk about the Golden Man. Gracias de lo mío. High, low. Oscar turned everyone into gold. Facts, Danny Medina. He turned everybody into gold. Let's not forget that when Floyd Mayweather left Top Rank, it was Golden Boy Promotions that was doing Mayweather fights. He was promoting Mayweather. Let's not forget that we were talking about a big entity in the sport of boxing. We talk about Al Heyman. Let's not forget that if it wasn't for Golden Boy Promotions, I don't believe that Al Heyman was going to get the trust of the fans. Not the fans, I'm sorry, the trust of the fighters to make him as to hire him as a manager. Let's not forget that Golden Boy Promotions produced the heavyweight champion of the world that we've been yearning, and it was Deontay Wilder. Let's not forget that Golden Boy Promotion produced Adrian Broner at his highest level when he became a 3-division world champion. Let's not forget that they had Danny Swift Garcia that probably had one of the best 140 run in recent time. I even think that even though that Bud Crawford was an undisputed champion, I think that Danny Swift Garcia had a better 140-pound career. Lucas Matisse, Amir Khan, Peterson, Herrera, Kendall Hawk. Did he fought Kendall Hawk at 140? Oh, that was 135. Probably 140. Charlo, Porter. Thurman wasn't signed with Golden Boy Promotions, but he was he got his notoriety fighting under Golden Boy Promotions. Diego Chavez was good. Soto Carras that beat Adrian Broner. Not Adrian Broner, I'm sorry. Andre Berto. Sergio Martinez. Is it Sergio Martinez? He worked with Miguel Cotto as well. Did a partnership with Manny Pacquiao with the Lucas Matthysse fight. Then we move on to today. We got Canelo Alvarez, the king, the cash cow of the sport of boxing. Let's not forget what Oscar De La Hoya, with, let me see if it's here. Hold on. Let me see. Let's not forget what Canelo Alvarez stated when he signed with Oscar De La Hoya. He says, I want to show everyone that I will be a world champion and that I'm ready to fight the best fighters in the world, Alvarez said. The opportunity to work with Golden Boy is definitely one that I cannot pass up, as I feel it will help me achieve my goal of reaching my full potential as a fighter and becoming a huge success in boxing. Let me tell you also why a Canelo Alvarez was a huge success in the sport of boxing and why he became a global star. Because of the legendary names that Golden Boy Promotions provided that nobody else would have provided. If Canelo Alvarez would have never signed with Golden Boy Promotion, he would have never had that fight with Mayweather, because Golden Boy Promotion was working with with Al Heyman and Mayweather. He would have never had the fight, so he had a legendary fighter in his resume. He would have never had another legend in Shane Mosley. He would have never had another legend like Miguel Cotto. At the time, they was working with Golden Boy Promotion. If Canelo Alvarez would have never signed with Golden Boy Promotions, he probably would have never had those fights. Those fights probably would have never come to fruition. Canelo Alvarez's biggest win in terms of opponent was against Triple G. He delivered. The biggest win for Deontay Wilder was versus Stavern, and he became a heavyweight champion of the world, was under Golden Boy Promotions. The biggest wins for Angel and Broner, Golden Boy Promotions. When Pretty Boy became Money Man, under Golden Boy Promotions. There wouldn't be no Al Heyman if it wasn't Oscar De La Hoya. And people going to be like, what about Richard Schaefer? Let me tell you like this. If it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya, there wouldn't be. If it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya, there wouldn't be no Richard Schaefer. It is almost like Damian Dash and Jay-Z. How about you build another Golden Boy Promotions, Richard Schaefer? I'm just talking about the people that feel like, oh, nah, that was Richard Schaefer. Now, Golden Boy Promotions, and everybody thought, oh shit, Canelo Alvarez is now a Golden Boy. But guess what? He got Virgil Ortiz, he got Ryan Garcia. And let me tell you like this, the most lucrative fight in America, the most lucrative fight, I believe, in America, that will at least reach to 1 million pay-per-view buys, has Oscar De La Hoya once again written all over it. Everything always traces back to Oscar De La Hoya. I'm not going to say everything, but I'm going to tell you like this. 90% of the success always traces back to Oscar De La Hoya. Now, you could be a hater of Oscar De La Hoya. Ladies and gentlemen, if I was a fighter, that's what I'm talking about. XA Form, that's what I'm talking about, my brother. Punch, the last unbiased YouTuber. Thank you, my brother. Ya tu sabes, mi hermano. Yo, Egg. Hey, yo, Egg, HLD. Hey, yo, this Saturday, this Thursday is gonna be crazy. Look. This is gonna be the thumbnail. This is gonna be the show. Hold on. This is gonna be the show. Boom, right there. Hold on. Let me take the hold on. That's gonna be the show for Thursday. Logical Canelo fans versus Canelo fanboys. It's gonna be crazy. All the boxing content creators. How about the boxing content creators that feel like I'm throwing some shots at them? How about you join in on Thursday? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a war out here. It's a civil war. It's going to be civil, but a civil war. But like Guns N' Roses said, ain't nothing civil about a civil war. But yeah, man, we're going to speak on this. We're going to speak on this on Happy Hour Thursday, because I need shout out HLD in the building. What's good? Let me take this thing out the way. Okay. It won't do a mil. I'm sure of it. A mil is mad hard to do. It would do 500K. I think it's going to do a mil. I think it's going to do a mil. 201. The same thing I said that Amanda Serrano is going to become a seven-figure fighter, right? That it was going to be one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing. And people was like, no, I'm going to tell you like this. 98, 99% of the boxing people that I know, boxing personnels, that works in the sport of boxing, writers, YouTubers, they all said You don't know no shit about the boxing in terms of the money. They say that she wasn't even worth over 100K. I told y'all she was worth 7 figures. I told you this fight was going to sell out. I told you this shit was going to be big. Shit, I'm saying like this, man. It was so big that the zone was forced to bring out the numbers that they never bring out. That's how good it was. They was not ashamed to bring out the numbers, right? But let's go back to Oscar De La Hoya. Let's go back to Oscar De La Hoya, and then we're gonna move on to Floyd Mayweather because, of course, we got to give him his props as well. But let me tell you like this: Oscar De La Hoya turned Pretty Boy into Money Man. Because in all reality, Oscar De La Hoya didn't have to give Floyd Mayweather an opportunity. He wasn't in the same division at the time. Let me tell you again. Oscar De La Hoya didn't have to give Floyd Mayweather an opportunity. He didn't have to. Of course, it was good money, but he didn't have to. But the fight happened, and then after that, he started working and building Floyd Mayweather. I'm gonna tell you like this: whoever was aligned with Oscar De La Hoya, you were standing next to gold. It was rubbing off for you. If it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya, would still be calling Floyd Mayweather Pretty Boy Floyd. You hear me? If it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya, today we would still be calling Floyd Mayweather Pretty Boy Floyd. Let's also not forget that Oscar De La Hoya gave the most lucrative contract at the time to Manny Pacquiao. Oscar De La Hoya turned rich into wealth. Now, could be talking about over and over. Floyd Mayweather, very a disciplined fighter. Floyd Mayweather know how to self-promote better than, we could put him as top 5 self-promotion. Muhammad Ali was always going to become number 1. Always going to be number 1. Floyd Mayweather, Tyson Fury does a hell of a job as well. But nobody did it like, and Mike Tyson, of course. Nobody did it like them 3, though. But in terms of really promoting and really talking that talk and really getting under the skins of fighters, nobody got under the skins to fighters. Hey, Hector Camacho know how to promote as well. Prince Nassim know how to promote as well. Oscar is the most disrespected fighter. Oscar is the most disrespected fighter because of his life that he has nothing to do with boxing. Yeah, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if he was wearing lingerie. That's his business, all right? Look, we live in 2022. How many weird shit we seen? Huh? Come on, man. Oscar De La Hoya is wearing lingerie, but we got 14-year-olds and 14-year-olds change. We got fathers like Dwayne Wade making sex changes to their sons. There's more. I think there's more deeper shit than Oscar De La Hoya wearing some lingerie. Right now, we got teenagers cutting their pee-pee off, and then the parents can't say nothing because they passed the law that you can't tell your 14-year-old anything about medical procedures and shit like that. Trust me, we got crazy shit going on. The WBC is gonna address in their convention as the primary topic is transgenders in the sport of boxing. We got serious shit to worry about. When I'm talking about taking care of business, I'm not talking about Canelo. I'm not talking about that. Oscar De La Hoya is the best personal. How you say? Got the best personal life of all the sports. That's not my business. Of course, we address it because we boxing fans, and if a news break out. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like Jamal Charlo when his wife said these things about him that he's never going to fight no more. The reason why I spoke about it is because she timed in on his boxing career. So we had to time in. Is Jamal Charlo going to retire? Is Jamal Charlo ever going to fight again? Because his wife said that he's never going to fight again. So we had to time in on that. HLD said, I was signed first with Top Rank for 5 years, then weigh my options. This is what I'm going to say. I'm not sure who I was signed with, but right now, if I'm a hot commodity right now, I'm like Jesus Shuttlesworth. Like, and he got game, but as a boxer. And all the promoters want me. All the promoters want on my front door, right? on the table, right? Waiting. So you got Golden Boy Promotion, you got Top Rank Bob Arum, you got Eddie Hearn, you got Al Heyman. The first person that I would do a meeting with, the first person that gets first dibs is Golden Boy Promotions. Why? Because they will understand me more than what Bob Arum will understand me, than what Al Heyman will understand me, and what Eddie Hearn will understand me. Because Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, especially both of them, they're gonna understand me. They're gonna understand me in if I ever get to that level of celebrity, they can understand how to handle myself. They got to understand because they got the experience in the ring, out the ring, as superstars and as successful businessmen. Nobody will understand a fighter like Oscar De La Hoya. Nobody could understand Ryan Garcia more than Oscar De La Hoya. Nobody could understand Gervonta Tank Davis more than Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya. Nobody, not Bob Arum, not Eddie Hearn. Nobody could understand them like the guys that been through it at the highest level with all the cameras on them. Nobody. Bob Arum can't understand me like Oscar De La Hoya can. Eddie Hearn can't understand me like Oscar De La Hoya can. And Al Heyman can't understand me like Oscar De La Hoya can. Let's not forget. Yes. And then I'm talking to look at Bob Arum. Bob Arum is what? 90 years old? How long is he going to last? Do I trust Bob Arum or do I trust Todd the Buff? You know what I'm saying? They know how to move good for the young fighters, but I will talk first to Golden Boy Promotions. I will also look at the portfolio. What has he done for these fighters? Where has he put them? Damn, all these guys have some type of success. One of the best matchmakers, Top Rank got the best matchmaking, and Golden Boy with Gomez. I think Gomez is one of the best matchmakers in the sport of boxing. Let's also not forget Marcos Maidana. What about Frank Warren? I don't know. Oscar De La Hoya will be my first pick. Now am I going to sign? I don't know, but it'll be my first pick. And not only do I know I'm going to have a good career, I know I'm going to be pushed to be a superstar. Canelo Alvarez, Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz is on his way. Bam Rodriguez, he signed with Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? But even I think Bam Rodriguez would have done good with Golden Boy Promotion as well. They know that market better than anybody. They know the best market out here better than anybody. Floyd Mayweather. See, the only thing with Floyd Mayweather is he has not done what Oscar De La Hoya has done. He's still lingering with Al. I don't think that Floyd Mayweather, even though he mastered the game in and out the ring, I don't think that Floyd Mayweather wants to put in the time that Oscar De La Hoya has put in. Floyd Mayweather still at this stage with one fighter, and he tried with other fighters. He just couldn't get him to the point of Gervonta Tank Davis. But I don't think that Floyd Mayweather wants to put in the time like Oscar De La Hoya, and I think he could. I think he could. It's one thing about Oscar De La Hoya. I think that Oscar De La Hoya is just more of a selfless person. And this is why everything works out for Oscar. He's selfless. Even when he was promoting, he would never get in the he would never steal the spotlight of Canelo Alvarez. We never had conversation of, yo, Oscar De La Hoya is trying to steal Canelo Alvarez spotlight. Nah. Steal the spotlight of Ryan Garcia? Nah. We hear that with Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather is doing what he needs to do to get his fighter out there to be in the position where they are today. And I'm going to tell you why this fight is very highly important and more special than what you think. It's because this fight is the evolution of boxing and where boxers take over the sport of boxing that night. That fighters that risk their lives for pure entertainment take over the sport of boxing. You got Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, and then you got the two guys in the ring, and Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. And it will be the most lucrative fight, in my opinion. It's arguably, but it'll be the most lucrative fight in America. Now, maybe it could be Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz, but I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia and will Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather going at it to promote the fight, and these guys going at it to promote the fight and bringing in all their fan base, their social media fan base, everybody, celebrities, relations, networks, affiliations. It will be the biggest fight in America. And the boxers, it took all this time, all these decades, for them to have this moment in which they own boxing. They will have the most successful boxing event. And the fighters are the one that's going to deliver it. Rider of the storm, de lo mío, gracias, mi hermano. Smash the like button like your daddy smashed your mom and forgot to pull out and had you. Yo, right, that's a good one, man. Damn, I wish I would have thought about that, man. That's a good one, man. Smash the like your daddy smashed your mom, forgot to pull out, and had your ugly ass motherfucker. Rap star boxing knowledge in the building. What's good? Oscar's still trying to sell Golden Boy. I don't think he's trying to sell Golden Boy. Maybe he is. See, the only thing is with Oscar De La Hoya, how would Mayweather promotion do without Al Heyman? That's what I want to know. I think TGB is more successful than Mayweather Promotions, but we still can't take it away from Mayweather Promotions. All I'm saying is this fight is big, and I believe that Floyd Mayweather get his credit, Oscar De La Hoya gets their credit. It's two fighters that fought, that experienced this type of level of stardom, has done everything in the sport of boxing, has done everything to bring to sustain the eyeballs in the sport of boxing. There's still relevant voices in the sport of boxing. And I believe that this event is bigger than what we think. This is big for boxing. This is the type of evolution that boxing actually needs. So for the people that's coming up, they become great fighters and also great businessmen. And this fight defines that. What we're looking at, this fight defines the evolution of boxing. Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya cracked the code to sustain themselves as businessmen outside the ring in the sport of boxing. This is how big this fight is the morals of this fight. Not only that it's Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, it's the morals of this fight. And I believe that both guys, Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya, if this fight does come to fruition and does the numbers that I feel it could do, I feel it can make it could produce 1 million pay-per-view buys. I believe so very much. As a matter of fact, I'm going on a limb. I'm going out there on a limb. This fight will do more than Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., the 1.6 million. I think it will break it, ladies and gentlemen. I think this fight will do it. You put a great undercard, co-main, and it will do so. Let's not forget that even Floyd Mayweather had a good co-main in Canelo Alvarez. That's a good co-main when he was going pay-per-view. You put up Gervonta Tank Davis. Put it this way. You put Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. And in the co-main, you could have, what will be a co-main? A good co-main. Let me see. What would be a good co-main to be like, hell yeah. Matter of fact, I'm spending 100. What would be a good co-main? You put a David Benavidez on the undercard? Huh? Jaime Munguia versus somebody. How about, let me see. Who could we put? Who could we put in the undercard? Bam Rodriguez will match from. We can't put Bam. It'll be good, but we can't put Bam. What would be a good co-main to seal the deal? Keith Thurman. That would be good. Keith Thurman versus, I think it would be so much money that you could even put a Virgil Ortiz in it. Because how much over Virgil Ortiz is getting right now? Virgil Ortiz versus Conor Ben. Now that's their own event. That's their own event. Rolly versus Right. Nah. Yo, you could put it this way. You could put Rolly. Yo, put it this way. Don't put it on the co-main. You put it as the third. You know what I'm saying? You could put Rolly versus Blair Cobbs. Not as a co-main, but as the third. And then you put a co-main and then you put the main event. But put Rolly versus Blair Cobbs. Then you put Isaac Cruz versus Isaac Cruz versus Blair Cobbs is a good fight. Nah, that's 147. I will put Blair Cobbs versus Rolly. Hyman versus, that would be a good one. Yep. But that would be their own separate show. You know what I'm saying? That's too big. I think Hyman Munguia and Jamal Charlo, that's a big show right there. So that's money that they could get. I think that's too big. Rolly versus Pitbull. Okay, I'll run with that. As a co-main. You know what I'm saying? Rolly versus Pitbull as a co-main, or Rolly versus Blair Cobbs, and then you put Isaac Cruz versus somebody else. Isaac Cruz, Keyshawn is with Top Rank. That's not gonna happen. You make a great matchmaking punch. Thanks, man. I like this shit. I like Cobbs versus Rolly. Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Raquel. Everybody subscribe to the legend. Nonito Donaire out there facing off with Juan Francisco Estrada. Shit, I seen the face off, man. I seen it. I seen the eye of the tiger. I see it, Nonito. I see Estrada. I see that legendary fight coming through fruition. Thurman versus Ortiz. That's too big, HLD. That's too big. That's too much money, man. That's too much money. That's too big. That's his own pay-per-view fight, HLD. Thurman versus Ortiz. Rayo versus Roller. Come on, nah. You got to pay these dudes too much money. Nah. Rayo versus Santos. He said Punch versus IBFP. Well, we could do the commentary to that. We could do the commentary to the fight. That would be good. Let's go, man. Nonito, who you want more? Estrada or Chocolatito? If you had to pick one, that was on the table right now. Same money. You could pick it, Estrada or Chocolatito. Who would you pick to fight? Your legendary fight. I like Estrada, but that Chocolatito fight will be good too, man. I don't know which one will be bigger. Nonito versus Estrada will be bigger, or Nonito versus Chocolatito. Legendary fight. Estrada all the way. I don't know, man. I think that Chocolatito, you know what? I think it will be more of a war with Chocolatito, because Chocolatito will stay more in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? And Nonito likes to fight as well. You know what I'm saying? He likes to lure people into a fight, or you could lure him into a fight. So I think they will go at. I think Chocolatito and Nonito Donaire will be more exciting than Estrada and Nonito Donaire. I think so. But both of them will be a good fight. $50-50. Nonito versus Bam. Shit. Bam versus Choco. Bam versus Estrada. Bam versus Nonito. Bam. Broner versus Cruz. Ooh. Okay, Ty Smooth. Okay, we getting there. But Cruz is still 135. But that will be good. Adrian Broner. See, that would have been a good call. Adrian Broner versus Omar Figueroa. They would have been all right. I'll stick to Adrian Broner. How about Adrian Broner versus Blair Cobbs? Oh, shit. How about Adrian Broner at 140? Adrian Broner at 140 versus Rolly Romero. There you go. There you go. That's the co-main. That's the co-main. Rolly Romero versus AB in the co-main event of Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Yes. Broner versus Virgil. That could be its own fight. I think Virgil is too big. You know what I'm saying? Now he's too big. Remember, Virgil is doing his own main event right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's too big. You know what I'm saying? That could be his own pay-per-view, and he could get more. He could get his money there. It can't be that big. It gotta be great enough, but can't be that big where it demands too much money. And it could be a fight on their own. You see, Rolly AB, it could be good, it could be big. But I could put that AB versus One Time. Now that's his own pay-per-view fight right there. You know, that's his own pay-per-view fight. Rolly versus Isaac Cruz, that could be good. Rolly versus Isaac Cruz on a co-main. That would be great. But I'm looking at what could sell the fight. This is what I'm looking at as well. Is what could have, because people feel it might not reach 1 million. What could give that boost to make it 1 million? Who is going to do promotional work? Think about it. Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia are going to be talking smack. Social media, they're going to be talking smack. Ryan Garcia know how to talk smack and get under people's skin. Then you got Floyd Mayweather talking smack to Oscar De La Hoya. Then you got Rolly talking smack to AB and AB talking shit to Rolly. Or you got Blair Cobbs. How about this? AB versus Blair Cobbs, Rolly versus Isaac Cruz. How about that one? How about that? Would that reach 1 million, ladies and gentlemen? Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia as the main event. Rolly Romero versus Blair Cobb versus Broner. And Rolly Romero versus Isaac Cruz. Will that reach 1 million pay-per-view buys? Broner versus Barrios. I'm looking at the promote. I'm looking at them to promote. I think that will make them go over the hump of 1 million pay-per-view buys. Garcia versus Fundora. That'll be a good fight. Danny Garcia versus Fundora. That will be a good one right there. But I think that, you know how PBC will be. They will. That would be a good fight. Maybe. You remember when it was Keith and Tom Thurman versus Ghost Guerrero, and in the undercard, you still had Adrian Broner versus Molina? And who else was on that undercard? It was another undercard fight that it was good. I forgot who else was on that undercard. And that was free TV. Throw in a Dominican last replacement on the card too. Top it off. Yeah, you know you're going to win. Michel Rivera versus, how about this? Michel Rivera versus Isaac Cruz. Blair Cobbs versus AB. That'll be good. Michel Rivera versus Isaac Cruz. Blair Cobbs versus Rolly, or Blair Cobbs versus AB. I think that'll do better because I think the money will be good. You see what I'm talking about? As a matchmaker leading up to the maybe AB will ask for too much money. So let's say it's good. See, Michel Rivera, Isaac Cruz. They're not even getting paid $1 million yet. Isaac Cruz is not getting paid $1 million. Michel Rivera is not getting paid $1 million. So you give them like $750,000 each, right? Then you got Blair Cobbs versus Rolly. None of these guys are making $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the money, and they will still promote the fight. Blair Cobbs, Rolly, as the co-main, or you got Michelle Rivera and Isaac Cruz at a co-main. You got the Mexican fan base for Isaac Cruz, and he got a good opponent in front of him, and we don't know who could win that fight. You got Blair Cobbs, and you got Rolly Romero. That's good. You know what I'm saying? So you got Golden Boy, PBC, working the line, and I think that will be. And then you got Gervonta Tan Davis and Ryan Garcia. And also, we already seen the dialogue of Ryan Garcia and Isaac Cruz. We've seen the dialogue of Gervonta Tan Davis and who else on and Rolly Romero. We've seen that fight. I think that would be a good card. What y'all think? Cruz versus Jojo Diaz. That would be good. What about Cobbs versus Colbert? Cobbs is 147, though. That's what it is, right, of the storm. I think he's too big. Colbert's 130. He said Rivera ain't making no 750. I'm talking about for that fight. Maybe 500,000. Maybe 350,000. My fault, Mel. Maybe that's too much. My fault. It's true. It's true. That's too much. How about he made 350 or 300,000? And they'll be fighting for the mandatory. Isaac Cruz. Nah, because Lomachenko's already mandatory. So they be fighting for a title eliminator. How about they fight? How about this? Isaac Cruz, Michelle Rivera fights for the interim WBC title. Then they could fight for the interim title. That'll be good. It will make 800,000 buys because of illegal fire sticks. I think it'll still do. Look, there was a lot of illegal stream, especially. Remember, you gotta remember this. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. did 1.6 million. And that was on the pandemic. And everybody was home. And it's still, and look, I remember I paid for it. But I was seeing a bunch of YouTubers streaming it on YouTube. And it still did 1.6 million. Look, I think if the fighters also emphasize to support it, to buy it, you know what I'm saying? I'll buy it, because then, you know what I'm saying, is they got to emphasize, like, yo, we're giving you the best fights, we're giving you the fight that y'all want to see, and this is the way we get paid. If y'all illegally stream this, man, I'm risking my life and I ain't getting paid what I should be getting paid because y'all illegally streaming. We're giving you the fight that y'all want to see. At least support the fight that y'all want to see. Or y'all not going to be having these fights in boxing. You gotta make the boxing fans feel guilty or something. They don't fight competition, fight their own. But look, I think this fight is bigger. It's bigger than what we think it is, because the ownership will be on the fighters. Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. Boxing has come a long way. Now they're the masters. Now they're not the one that's getting fucked. Now they're not the one that's being taken advantage of, like, you know what I'm saying? They're not the slaves. They're the owners now. You know how long it reached for them to have that power, for fighters to have the power. Fighters always been fighting to have this position. And now the fighters is going to produce probably the biggest boxing event in recent time. Virgil Ortiz and Boots? Nah, that's too big, bro. That's too big for a co-main. Shakur versus Gervonta Tan Davis, that fight to make. I like that fight. This is the biggest fight in boxing right now. I think it's the biggest fight. I agree with you. I think it's the biggest fight. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. It's the biggest fight. It's the most lucrative fight. I'm going to say lucrative. I don't know about big, because it depending how you define it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the most lucrative fight. And I believe that belts don't matter. Belts is not going to matter to anybody. It's unfortunate, but belts is not going to matter to anybody. There's a lot of fights in the sport of boxing that belts don't matter. We talking about Ryan Garcia. We talking about Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder. There's no belts. Belts don't matter. In the UK, October 8th, we got a huge fight out there in the UK. Already sold out. Conor Bennett versus Chris Eubank Jr. It don't matter. Boxing Combat Films was good, brother. Punch, do you think Al should start putting boots on Tank undercard? I don't know. Remember, Boots is not signed with Al Heyman. He signed with Showtime. So it depends on Showtime, not really Al Heyman. Al Heyman don't. Cameron Duncan is the manager of Boots Ennis, so he don't have no power over Boots. But I like Boots' move signing with the network. I think that was a great move. That was an empowering move. I like that move, and I believe that more fighters are going to be doing that as well. I wanted Gervonta St. Davis to do the same thing. But now that I'm looking at this fight, the ingredients of Mayweather promoting this fight as well, and I hope that Mayweather doesn't have that ego and don't promote the fight, because I feel like Mayweather does have an ego. And I do feel like Mayweather don't want other people to shine as much. I don't know. It's just the feeling. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But even Gervonta Tan Davis, look, if you're going to sign to Gervonta Tan Davis, Gervonta Tan Davis, you're going to sign with Floyd Mayweather, he got to keep promoting the way he's promoting so you can get the money like that too. I know maybe he's saying, nah, you got to do your own. You got to put it on. You got to do your own work. But I don't know, man. I think that Mayweather should not do what he did the last two fights, especially in this fight. I can understand the other two fights. I can understand he wants you to be your own man and you got to do what you got to do. But for this event, if they want to break records, you already put your fighter in position to not break records, but to have a type of record, to be a top 10 pay-per-view, a pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? Buys top 10 with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. We're going back, Halim. We're going back to the prize fighting days, like in the UK, like in England, the England prize fighting. We're going back to them days when there was no belts. Everybody wanted boxing to go back to the origin, right? Everybody want to complain that boxing, we need boxing to go back to the back of the days. I wish that boxing go like it was back in the days. I want boxing to go like it was back in the days. I want to see about why boxing can't be, why the fighters can't be like the guys in the back of the days. Now we're heading to that. See, sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for. How many times in this community, in boxing and independent media, fans, hardcore boxing fans, we always say we wish that boxing could be like it was back in the days. Be careful what you wish for. The boxing god says, okay, we will take it like to back in the days when there was no belts, when it was all about prize fighting. And this is where we're heading, folks. It's unfortunate because I come from an era where the belts matter. But if we want it to be like back in the days, then it's a pugilism sport. It's prize fighting. No belts was involved. No belts was involved. Ladies and gentlemen, for almost a century, there was no belts involved in the sport of boxing. The biggest fights in the sport of boxing don't have no, the most lucrative fights in the sport of boxing. Several of the most lucrative fights in the sport of boxing needs no belts. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. How many pay-per-view buys you think that'll do? How many belts on the line? Gervonta St. Davis versus Ryan Garcia. How many pay-per-view numbers you think he'll do? How many belts on the line? Conor Ben versus Chris Bank Jr. Sons of legends of Chris Eubank Sr. Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer. How many pay-per-view you think that will? How many pay-per-view you think that will? I said pay-per-view. How many pay-per-view buys will do? I said how many. I've been saying how many pay-per-view you think that will buy? I said how many pay-per-view numbers that will buy. Sorry, folks. English is my second language. How many pay-per-view buys you think that'll do? What the fuck am I talking about? What the fuck am I talking about, man? I thought I was on a roll. How many pay-per-view numbers that will buy? How many pay-per-view buys that would Excuse me. English is my second language. How many pay-per-view buys? Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank Jr. out there in the UK. How many belts? Not every fight is pay-per-view worthy. Well, I'm naming you fights that is pay-per-view worthy. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder is pay-per-view worthy. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn is pay-per-view worthy. Kell Brook versus Amir Khan was pay-per-view worthy. Gervonta St. Davis versus Ryan Garcia is pay-per-view worthy. Punch, the official of the upcoming soccer World Cup in say the tickets for the Mexican group matches were the fastest selling and are almost sold out. Mexican fans don't play around. Oh, Mexican, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The most loyal fan bases, man, the Mexican fan base, the UK fan base. If the American fan base was just as loyal, man, boxing would be fucking great. I think if the American fan base was just as loyal, maybe this is the reason why we had fights back in the days and they was fighting enough. There was dates, there was arenas to rent. The fighters are getting, the promoters, let's say the fighters wasn't getting paid real good, but let's say the promoters was getting paid real good. I think that fighters, there's a lot of fighters today that they want to claim that they're bosses, but they don't move like a boss. That's the problem. You got to understand, if you don't got the dates, you still got to be out there. You still got to be out there and promote. That's your money. That's your money on the table. I don't, that's one thing I don't understand about these fighters. These fighters got social media. These fighters got their smartphones and they ain't even smart. Use your smartphone to use, man. I hate when I see a fighter and, you know what I'm saying, his last post was like a month ago. My man, promote, motherfucker. At least have your chick promote for you or your kids promote for you. Give them the password to your account, man. And then people want to bitch and moan about, oh, yo, these social media fighters. Well, so what? That's why Jake Paul's coming out here stealing on y'all money, stealing on y'all dates. Here we go. Jake Paul got Anderson Silva stealing y'all dates. Stealing y'all dates. Jake Paul is stealing y'all dates. We're trying to listen to, or we're trying to wait for the announcement of Earl the True Spence and Bud Crawford, and we get the announcement of Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva Showtime. Before that, it was Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. He's fighting just as much. He's stealing y'all dates. He's stealing y'all budget money. We're waiting on Keith Thurman talking about dates. Jake Paul got a date. Why don't you got a date? Why don't you got a date, Keith? Jake Paul got a date. He's stealing y'all budget money. Better get out there and promote. Rap star. There's maybe only 3 fighters that are bosses. Canelo, Fury, and AJ. You notice, and you don't HLD, you notice something? None of them are American. You notice that, right? Canelo, Fury, and AJ, and none of them are American. What is going on with the American fighter? I do think that Gervonta Davis could really be a boss, but I think he might still want to be on the training wheels or the hip of Mayweather promotion. I really don't think he needs Mayweather promotion, even though that I feel like being with Mayweather promotion is going to help the fight with him and Ryan Garcia. Why isn't? Look at that. None of the fighters that are truly bosses are American. Canelo versus Jake Paul, biggest fight made today. Not yet. It's still, I still think it's Gervonta St. Davis and Ryan Garcia. I'm gonna tell you like this. Sometimes we don't know until it's announced. Once it's announced, it's wow. Canelo versus Jake Paul, I believe that they could do that. Jake Paul, they could do that fight later. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a fight that Canelo Alvarez could always take later and still make money. But once that announcement happens, see, right now we don't know if it could do million. You know when you know the shit could do millions? When it's fight week, when it's the press conference, and these guys are going at it, and Floyd is going at it with Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya is going at it with him. And then you see like, oh shit, this is worth it. Alexis Rocha versus Adrian Broner. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight. Bro, I'm a fan of your work, bro. Latino Power. Dímelo, mi amigo. Ya tú sabes, Latino in the building. Gracias de lo mío. Así mismito. Thank you for the support, el apoyo, mi hermano. No, también yo tengo muchos haters. ¡Haters! Ay, porque yo le dije el otro día que Canelo Álvarez didn't want to fight before. Mira, estaban llorando la gente. La gente. Me querían matar.
Yo, man. Yo, Punch, yo. You switching up, yo. Yo, Punch, yo. You switching up, yo. Yo, you acting like the LWC cast, yo. Come on, Punch, man. Come on, Punch.
Ellos quieren que yo le bese el culo a Canelo Álvarez, la gente. That's the thing. They don't allow me to be a fan of Canelo Alvarez. They want me to kiss his ass. Ellos quieren que le lame el culo. Huh? They want me to toss his salad. But Thursday is gonna be lit. I'm gonna open up the panels. I want Canelo Alvarez fans on the panel only. Or haters también. But Canelo Alvarez fans. If you're Canelo Alvarez fans, I want you here. Happy Hour Thursday. I want everybody on the panel. I want to know who's the fanboys. It's going to be a war. Fanboy, Canelo Alvarez fanboys versus the logical Canelo fans versus Canelo fanboys. This Thursday, Happy Hour Thursday, the most dangerous show in the YTBC, YouTube boxing community. It's going to be the logical Canelo fans versus Canelo fanboys. This Thursday, I want y'all on the panel. It's going to be a war outside. I'm telling you. It's going to be a war. Guerra. Mira, yo no le voy a besar el culo a Canelo Álvarez. I'm a logical Canelo fan. So I don't know who's the Canelo fanboys. Bring the channel that host, the host of Canelo fanboys, the king, the leader of the Canelo fanboys. Bring him in. Bring the fan base into Punch Drunk Boxing. We're going to have to discuss this. We're going to have a civil war because I can't be around y'all. I can't. I don't even want to know. You're not even the channel. Vete de aquí. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Hold on, let me take this thing off. Y'all think it's gonna be a good show? Y'all think it's a good show? We gotta sort things out, man. The Canelo fans base gotta sort things out. No. No, esa vaina de Canelo Álvarez, de que Jesus, Saúl, Jesus Christ, Canelo Álvarez. No, así no. Más respeto a nosotros que. Rapstar said, I'll be lit later. I will be live in on night shift. Let's go. Be everyone, Mr. Moonshine. All right, Rapstar, you got the night shift. Everybody subscribe to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. He said, yo, LF, biggest Canelo fans are YouTube boxing channels. Hey, I want the host. If you think that this is a Canelo Alvarez channel, I want their host on the panel. I want the fans. I want Canelo Alvarez fans on the panel, on the chat. We need to sort things out. All right? You know what I'm saying? The logical Canelo Alvarez fan base be like, all right, man. Yeah. He got caught cheating. You know what I mean? He got suspended. He did his time. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, he got to take responsibility of his body. The fanboys is like, yo, but the hair follicle and shit like that. Nah, he ain't a cheater. Yo, he got suspended though. I'm saying, but no, he ain't a cheater though. Nah, but he got suspended. He got suspended. You know what I'm saying? He did his time. And then that's it. He got tested more than everybody fighted. Yeah, we understand. But he tested positive. It's like almost like 10 years ago, having an ounce of weed on your pocket is a crime. Now it's like it's legal now. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. See, now they changed. Okay, we understand. But the time that he got caught, it was not legal. So that's why he got suspended. But so what? What computer was going to do? But I understand, and maybe it's not this anabolic steroids, but it's still. See, that's the fanboy versus the logical Canelo Alvarez fans. You know what I'm saying? The logical is going to be like, yo, man, he didn't want to fight Bivol because he didn't exercise the rematch clause. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. The fanboy's like, no, he had a contract with Triple G though. He had a contract with Triple G. He had the contract. Nah. But the thing is, he has a rematch clause, so everybody in place. You know what I'm saying? Just the Belt Federation, the WBA, Triple G himself. They knew. You saw Eddie Hearn, what he said. Eddie Hearn said that he was going to pick up the rematch, that he was going to exercise the rematch clause, and then they. No. He didn't avoid him. He didn't avoid him. He didn't avoid him. And you know what? The Canelo Alvarez was too small anyway. I know that Canelo Alvarez is too small, but we ain't saying nothing when he fought Sergey Kovalev. We ain't talked about Canelo Alvarez's height. So why would he lose now? His height is an issue. Canelo Alvarez is always shorter than everybody. Even 160, he was shorter than Callum Smith. He was shorter than Caleb Plant. He was shorter. He was shorter than Billy Joe Saunders. So for Canelo Alvarez is short. We can't change that. He's always going to be the smaller guy. But Darren, it'd be great. He fought Bivol, and I'm saying he was mad tall, he was mad big, and stuff like that. So you got to give credit to Canelo. We giving Canelo Alvarez credit, but also we didn't talk about his height. So why are we talking about it now? Is we trying to steal the win away from Bivol? But so what, man? So what? Who else is doing it? Jamar Charlo ain't doing it, but we ain't talking about Jamar Charlo right now. But Demetrius Andre ain't doing it, but we ain't talking about Demetrius Andre. We're talking about Canelo Alvarez. Why are you trying to justify what everybody else is? You understand what I'm trying to say? That's what it is. So is the hardcore, is the logical Canelo fans versus the fanboys that believe that Canelo Alvarez is the second coming of Jesus Christ, is the Messiah. Is probably they pray for Jesus Christ. They do the Santa Maria, they do the El Santo Mario, like Santa Maria, Padre de Dios, Canelo Alvarez. No, así no, mi hermano. Vamos, hey, no se pongan loco así. I know Canelo Alvarez is a rare Mexican, you know what I'm saying? A red hair, rare Mexican. I know he's rare. Y'all want to call him out. Canelo is a topic. It's always a hot topic. It depending, sometimes push, some people push it. You know what I'm saying, Elf? Yes, we did punch. Size matter. Just like Javante Davis is small. Give these small, brave fighters props. Oh, yeah. I give them props. I'm giving props. But you didn't listen what I said, Jose. You didn't listen when I said. When Canelo Alvarez fought Sergey Kovalev and he knocked out Sergey Kovalev, we was not talking about Canelo Alvarez's height. We didn't talk about Canelo Alvarez's height versus Caleb Plant. We ain't talk about Canelo Alvarez's height versus Billy Joe. We ain't talk about Canelo Alvarez's height versus Callum Smith. We ain't talk Canelo Alvarez's height versus Daniel Jacobs. We ain't talk about Canelo Alvarez's height versus Triple G. What I'm telling you is Canelo Alvarez is always short. In 160, 168, 175. So when he's winning, we don't come with the why the Canelo Alvarez fanboys not coming out with the excuse about that he's being small. He's already small. He became a professional at the 147-pound division, 140. He's always been small. So when he's winning, I'm not going to give him that. It's like taking away from Bivol. I don't want to take nothing away from Bivol. You know why? Because I think that Canelo Alvarez could go back to the drawing board and actually beat Bivol in the rematch. So I want his just due. You know what I'm saying? See, but that's just the logical fan. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm still a fan, but I'm a logical one. Let's not put excuses. Come on, man. I've been in this community. I remember. You know, I know the fan bases, and I know the affiliations of fan bases in the YouTube community. You know what I'm saying? Because of high traffic YouTube channels that people like to debunk, I understand it. But ladies and gentlemen, the fanboy of Canelo Alvarez is doing the same shit of the fanboys of Deontay Wilder. Y'all acting the same way. Yo me tengo que salir, just like Deontay Wilder. Everybody that follow the channel, y'all understand I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. But it doesn't look like I'm a Deontay Wilder fan because the fanboy Deontay Wilder fans, the one that believe in Glovegate, that believe that Mark Brino was the devil, that spiked his water, that believed in everything, that believe in racism and stuff like that. I'm not with that. So now when I say I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, you be like, nah, you're not a Deontay Wilder fan. I know who Deontay Wilder fans. These motherfuckers. No, I'm a logical Deontay Wilder fan. Same way, Canelo Alvarez. Come on, Canelo Alvarez, the fourth division world champion. Come on, cash cow, the sport of boxing. King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo Alvarez is not perfect as well. You know what I'm saying? Canelo is not perfect as well. I believe he separated himself from his contemporary. He's done the most work, especially in the small period of time. He's younger than a lot of these fighters that we linked him up with. We praise Canelo Alvarez, but we just can't. Okay, he lost to Bivol, but let's not forget, man. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. Let's not go that route. Let's not go that route. Just like T.O. fanboys. Hey, people was calling me a T.O. fanboy. You know what I'm saying? I could understand. Trust me, I understand. But Teofimo Lopez did his thing with Lomachenko. Teofimo Lopez fought Richard Comey back to back. 15 fights, 16 fights. I ain't lying about Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez lost to George Kambosos. Remember, I told you that George Kambosos was going to do better than Lomachenko leading up to the fight. Y'all just ain't believe me. Y'all was saying that Kambosos that was going to get knocked out in the third round. Go back to my prediction. Not my prediction. I didn't make prediction, but go back to the buildup of that fight with Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez. I said that Kambosos was going to do better than Lomachenko. Y'all was telling me that I'm capping. A lot of people was telling me that I was capping for Teofimo Lopez, that I was just building up Kambosos. I had Kambosos out here in the channel. I respect Kambosos. Tip Bayless in the building. What's good? Tip Bayless. He said Thurman versus Ugas, Cruz versus Rowley, Broner versus Gary Antoine, at least 6 to 600 pay-per-view buys. Damn, my brother. You think Thurman and Ugas, they would put him on the co-main of Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis? Damn, y'all be snubbing my guy Thurman like that, man. That's it. He lost it, man. He did pay-per-view versus Mario Barrios. Headlined. I don't think Thurman's gonna do no co-main like that. If the money's right, if he's getting his $2 million, maybe. But I think Thurman versus Ugas is still a pay-per-view. That's still a pay-per-view fight. He's still big for PBC. He's still lucrative for PBC. So I think a Cruz versus Rowley, Broner versus Gary Antoine Russell. I think that's good. But Thurman versus Ugas, I think is too big. Remember, Ugas did a pay-per-view with Earl Spence, did a pay-per-view with Manny Pacquiao. Thurman did a pay-per-view with Manny Pacquiao, did a pay-per-view with Ugas. I think that's it's putting, you can't see, we can't put the stars, you know what I'm saying? They already got good money. That's too much money to give them. Good looking out, Tip Bayless, though. Broner would never take that fight. Keith did trash numbers against Barrios. King KO, what was Keith's numbers versus Barrios? And King KO, what was Keith's numbers? Keith did 150,000 against Barrio. That's good. That's an extra probably $1.2 million on his purse. Punch, who you got winning? Pitbull versus Ryan. Ryan. I got Ryan being Pitbull. I think that his straight right with a left hook. I think that Pitbull is sitting there for the taking. I think Pitbull could go to the body. But I think that Ryan Garcia got great selective punches. He knows how to pull. He know how to punch off the back foot. He know how to punch with that good uppercut off the back foot and counter and hit a combination with the uppercut and then with the left hook. And I think the left hook is right there for the taking. With Isaac Cruz, and Isaac Cruz don't move his head that much. I think if Isaac Cruz, to be honest, with his pressure, and let's say he get taught, let's say that Mike Tyson, if Mike Tyson teaches Pitbull the peekaboo style with his pressure, then I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat. Very, very hard to beat. But I think that Cruz, he's coming in, but he's still coming in straight up. But I think he's overwhelming his opponent. But I don't think he slipped his head that much. But once he get that down pack, he's young. Once he get that down pack, slipping. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he need to go to Kenny Porter. I think Kenny Porter will do good. I think training like Kenny Porter will do good for him because they got the same. He built that type of style with his son. Ryan Garcia out Pitbull at 11th round. Yeah, I got Ryan Garcia beating Pitbull. Keith versus Barrio did 39 pay-per-view buys. Where you heard that from? Can you give us the source? Where you heard that from? 39 pay-per-view buys. Clarissa or Marshall? Shit, HLD. I got Clarissa Shields winning, man. I got Clarissa Shields winning. I listened to Hannah. Hannah fought both of them. She said that Savannah Marshall's power is legit. That it has a lot of weight on that power punch. I think that Clarissa Shields got good footwork. It's hard for women to knock out other women, in my opinion. It's just I don't see too much. But I see Clarissa Shields. I think it's gonna be a harder fight. I think it's gonna be her hardest fight. I think Savannah Marshall is young enough. Both of these girls are young. I think Savannah Marshall know how to use her jab, know how to use her lane, know how to use her strength, know how to use her power, know how to plant her feet to deliver those type of power shots. And I think that, but Clarissa Shields, I think that she's just being trained and she's a gym rat and she stays in shape. And I think her IQ is at the highest level, in my opinion. But it is a 50-50 fight though. It is a 50-50 fight, but I do got Clarissa. I got Clarissa edging it out. But it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Pause. HLD said Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgartner. Oh, see, I feel the same way, but on the flip side, I think that Michaela Mayer got the boxing IQ, but Alicia Baumgartner got the power. I think both of these girls could take punches as well. We saw Michaela Mayer when she fought what was it, the Spain woman or the German woman? I forgot her name. She got that long last name. She was taking a lot of hits, bro, but she was delivering a lot of hits as well. That was an entertaining fight. It was a close fight too, and they said that it was a wild fight, but nah. Alicia Baumgartner, she's athletic. She's athletic. She's one of the most athletic fighters. She's a powerful fighter. She's a very highly confident fighter. She got power in them hands. She knows how. She got great stamina. So I think it's going to be a war. I think that fight, Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgartner, is going to steal the show. It's going to steal the show for Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, in my opinion. That's going to be a war. That's going to be a war. And I think that Alicia Baumgartner is not going to let Michaela Mayer breathe. You know what I'm saying? I think if she goes to the body real well, it's going to be good. Michaela Mayer, she likes to get into fights as well. When she gets into a fight, she gets hit. She get hit a lot. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think if she uses her reach, use her footwork, I just don't think that she got a better footwork than Alicia Baumgartner. I think it's gonna be a war. I got Alicia Baumgartner winning that fight. But the better skills, I think the overall skill set, Olympian, you got to give it to Michaela Mayer. Jackie says she got Savannah. Hey, I mean, it's a good pick, though. I got Michaela and Baumgartner. What do you mean you got Michaela and Baumgartner? They fighting each other. HLD, they fighting each other. You got both of them? So you got a draw? Tip Beta said, Alicia been working hard for this fight. Yes, she has. I got Michaela and Clarissa. Okay, I got it. But that event is going to be good, man. I can't wait for that event tomorrow. Matter of fact, tonight, not tomorrow, I'm going to be dropping a video speaking more about the ladies and stuff like that, because I feel like they deserve the spotlight. Look, it's one thing about the ladies. What they're doing this year, they're not trying to give us a pity party and for us, let's say the male, you know what I'm saying? Because I hear a lot of men talking about that they don't like women boxing. It's not interesting. The women are forcing us. It does not forcing me. I'm talking about in general, but it's forcing the boxing community to pay attention to them. They're earning our respect. They're earning our attention by fighting the best, fighting the best. This is earning. This is something that needs to be supported. If you don't support this, then you know what I'm saying, I question you as a hardcore boxing fan. Now, I'm not going to say that you got to like everything. All I'm saying is you're a hardcore boxing fan. This is what we've been pressuring fighters to do. This is what we've been crying, whining. We want to see the best fighting the best, the best fighting the best. And in 2022, the ladies is putting everything on the line. It's fight. Yo, what the ladies are doing now, it will be the equivalent if Earl Spence and Bud fights this year, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fights this year, Gervonta Tank-Davis and Ryan Garcia fights this year, or Gervonta Tank-Davis and Lomachenko fights this year, Who else? Bam Rodriguez and Estrado Chocolatito fight this year. Yo, Inoue versus Stephen Fulton. It will be like that. If that's the equivalent. We got Chantel Cameron versus Jessica McCaskill. Jessica McCaskill's undisputed, right? Chantel Cameron, the champion. I thought it was gonna be Ruiz because she beat Jessica Cameron, and that was a good fight. Shout out to Jessica Cameron. She fought, I believe, a couple of weeks ago in the independent show. Shout out to Jessica Cameron. She's exciting as well. I want to see her back in the ring. Estrada, she's with Top Rank. I want to see who she gonna be fighting next as well. But yo, you got Chantel Cameron versus Jessica McCaskill. You got Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. You got Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgartner. We had Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Like, that's the best fight in the best. The women are earning their spot. They're earning the respect. They're earning our attention. And we got to give it to them. Franjean Cruz. Yes, my fault. She's doing her thing. Undisputed as well. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Cruz versus Shania Green. That would be a good fight. Green versus Franjean Cruz. That would be a good fight. We heard what you called the ladies in your earlier video, Punch. Hey, no. Hey, Chuck. It's mistake. Chuck, mistake. No diga así la gente. Don't tell the people, right, my friend? I said this week the bitches said, the lady. Sorry, lady. Diablo. Lady's coming out. But yo, y'all already know, man. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going live again. I got to do some videos and stuff like that. I got to reamp the podcast. Hey, yo, subscribe to the website, www.punchdrumboxing.net. Subscribe to the website right now, man. I got some exclusives there as well. If you want to become a member, join and become a member to Punch Drunk Boxing as well, man. I got some news that I'm going to deliver real soon. Some T.O. news, some Thurman news, some Denise Andre news, some who else? I got some Regis Progress news. Hey, yo, my man, I got good potential interviews coming right ahead. I'm coming. Hey, your boy, Mr. Moonshine. We're going on another level. But yeah, man, subscribe to the website, www.punchdrumboxing.net. If you want to become a member, join and become a member. Support the channel, smash the like. Y'all already know. This week we're talking about the ladies, man. The ladies, and of course, Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. We're gonna be breaking down that fight as well, right around the corner. I want to see Ruiz also fight Stephen Fulton. That would be a good fight as well. That'll be a good fight. Hey, no need to donate if you're still looking on. How about Joshua Franco? How about that fight? Or one of the Maloney brothers. That'll be a good fight for you. Floyd could pop and run back. But look, man, again, man, just for a conclusion, man, this is a big fight. It's a big fight. It's the evolution of boxing. What I mean about the evolution of boxing is the evolution of boxing in and out the ring. This is when the fighters take ownership, and this is why I believe that this fight is more special than what people think. It's just not as the most lucrative fight. It's just not that it's Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, but it's also a testament of what Oscar De La Hoya and Mayweather accomplished outside the ring. This is just as you know, is a great accomplishment, just like, or probably better. It got to be one of the best accomplishments for Oscar De La Hoya as well. This fight sets it up, in my opinion. So, ladies and gentlemen, love y'all. God bless, and on to the next tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time or 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We back. Love y'all.